And oh shit. Oh shit again. And the audio's working, so yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Weeaboss Wednesday. So we are playing some Tyrion, Cuthbert, Attorney of the Arcane. So, what happened last time? We managed to prove the innocence of our young friend.
Wallace, right?
Yeah.
Wallace?
Yeah. Wallace.
Yeah, it was the headmaster who was the
Mastermind.
party.
Yeah.
Of course, as we worked out, he was trying to frame the other girl. It sounds like the chefs and the caretaker have been recruited to a new place in the town.
Indeed.
But
the town that we've just arrived at.
Potentially, yeah. Very likely, isn't it?
Yeah. But we sussed it. It turns out we were vaguely right that they put the body in the armor. The armor had blood in it, but got cleaned, and then yeah, the whole situation kind of. I still don't really know what the whole stink bomb thing was about in the end.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Yeah, sorry, yeah, that never came up, did it?
Like, he had a thought about it, but then it never meant anything. Like, it wasn't contingent on when he took advantage of it to get into the room or whatever.
What if, Max, at
Yeah.
the end of this game, all these small little things we've been noticing is actually important.
Oh my god!
And actually part of the actual end case now, like the whole stabbing from the other direction and stuff.
Oh, it just all makes sense now. It was all planned.
I think it's unlikely, but it's funny. It'd be very funny if that turned out to be the case.
It turns out they're all weird details that Eris was changing reality with. She made them happen for no reason. It was her testing it out.
Yeah. I was gonna. I thought about that trial a teeny bit. Probably the only bit I dispute slightly is I think they probably needed to highlight a bit more of that. Even they said that clearing. They told us that there's like a log.
Yeah.
But they never probably told us that telling it to destroy the log is also considered an order. Because in my head, I was thinking of it like a golem. Of you put a bit of paper in it and it reads it, and then you, as in it has you can give it instructions, and then if you want to read what it did, you would open it up and look at the paper. For some reason in my head, that was how it works. They never said that. It's just I assumed that rather than any other method.
I mean,
because
that's
they never
fair.
explicitly said one. They never explicitly said how the instructions work.
I mean, I'm still confused by the whole
It was not an issue of the writing. It was just, I don't know. I would have found a way to highlight that to players. As I said, it wasn't important in the end.
Yeah, I mean,
the character made but it was definitely more the character in that bit making the correct choices there, rather than us going, "Oh, that's how it works."
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Can't get what I mean? Yeah.
Like, it wasn't something that we would just naturally deduce because we don't really know the mechanics of how they make it work.
Yeah, that was probably the only bit where I kind of it wasn't. Yeah, I still enjoyed that case. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see how the next one is.
I think you may need to take this one if I'm going to be voicing. What's her name?
Cuthbert. Oh, is this the mum?
The mother.
Oh, I'm sorry to. There was so much I wanted to tell you. So much I wanted to show you. I'm afraid I was never meant to walk this path with you. This world is bleak, merciless, and unforgiving. But don't let it exhaust the flickering flame I can see within you. Use my eyes. Peer beyond the divine gate, just as I once did. Use it to build your own path to happiness.
What? Oh wait, is our mum gonna be the fucking eye stealer?
Origins of the Horus.
Preposterous. Completely and utterly preposterous.
Okay, is this the... Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's all the... Yeah.
I can't remember. Did I
Oh,
miss this guy?
we've met him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyrion's meeting him.
1 second. Okay. Oh, wait. Is something wrong, Von Sanctus? You filthy rat! You cheated, didn't you? That's it, isn't it? Just a cheat. A cheat and a charlatan. Yeah, we've met him already.
Because of pedophilia. Oh, no, we haven't. Well, we have, but I don't think... What? I'm pretty sure
yeah, this
we
was...
saw him in that.
This was
Yeah.
like a cinematic that we were kind of being shown.
Yes, yeah. The Witches of the Prophet. He stands at the head of the kingdom's commerce and international trade. I've met children who play chess better than him.
Do you have any evidence to prove that claim? I've mastered chess before you could crawl out of whatever rat hole you were born in. Do you honestly expect anyone to believe that you could defeat
Oh,
me?
is it? I love that. His intro vlog was literally because they're just done a chess match where you trounced him. Okay.
What an idiot. Honestly, I'm just as disappointed as you are. I expected more from a duke, but I guess all the gold in the world can't buy you a modicum of skill. You little upstart, I'll... Random nobleman. Von Sanctus, attendant, silently tilted head. Fuck me. Von Sanctus's attendant silently tilted his head towards the spectators of the tournament.
Oh, it's the chess tournament. Ah.
The crowd had fallen silent save for a few aristocrats who were muttering among themselves. Some were even chuckling at the spectacle. Honestly, absolutely preposterous. He repeated it like a prayer as he stomped away from the tournament grounds.
So, that was something. Did you have to be such a sore winner?
Come on, that was hilarious. Embarrassing nobles like him is half the fun of these tournaments.
Where's this confidence when you're in the courtroom?
Stillwind is far less of a pushover.
I wonder if she plays chess.
Now there was an interesting thought.
I'm gonna challenge her next time we go out.
You two have really been spending a lot of time together lately.
What? Are you jealous?
I just never expected you to get along so well with a noble.
I mean, you've talked to her. She's not like most of those stuck-up heiresses. She really takes her job seriously. Maybe even more than you do.
I'd just be careful around her. You've seen what the papers have been saying about her father.
Hey, she's nothing like her father. Don't say things like that when she's around.
Does he ever come up when you talk to each other?
I would imagine slightly from what she was saying there. Oh, never mind. Nope, and you better not bring him next time we see her.
Interesting choice. It seems oddly, she seems oddly protective of the prosecutor. It was probably fine despite our differences. Stillwind was oddly fair when we were in the courtroom. Celeste spent most of her time protecting me, so I was glad she had someone she could spend her days off with.
Anyway, we should celebrate. He was a pushover. He just beat a duke.
Do you want to head to that restaurant right home?
I can assume that maybe a month has passed or so.
Yeah. It
I
seems
think.
like there's been enough time, right?
Yeah, there's definitely more time than between cases 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you talking about? There are plenty of places we haven't tried before.
Whoopsies. I only returned to Oranax for the chance to finally defeat the head of the Pillar family. Shit. I really wanted to leave, especially before anyone in town recognized me.
Do you remember that cafe we passed on the way to the tournament grounds? We should grab some lunch there.
Wanted to object, but she had this way of making it impossible to say no. Alright, I guess there's no harm in staying a little longer.
That's where you make a big mistake.
We traced our steps back to the cafe. I looked at the sign hanging above it. Dark roasts and light magic.
Coffee shop?
Yeah, because it's cafe done.
Oh, yeah.
As we entered, we were struck by the powerful aroma of freshly baked pastries and baked coffee.
This is 100% where Valentina and we are.
Yeah. A scent of bread and butter swirled around me, slowly washing away my reluctance to come here. So you dare to enter the domain of the Alabaster Siren? Whether you were seeking glory or oblivion, it's found you all the same. Oh damn! Okay.
I was going to say you need to strike a pose, Max. Yeah, there you go.
You stand before Mosurika Tudor, the Ashen Lord of Oranax. This is Dark Souls 3 all of a sudden. My childhood friend appeared before us, her posture firm and over the top as always.
Huh.
I was wondering why there was cards on the table. Mosurika was much older than when I had last seen her. That's how time works. But I could recognize that theatrical cadence anywhere. She clearly hadn't lost her flair for the dramatic. Her cloak somehow billowed with every exaggerated pose she snapped to. Mosurika Tudor. Merchant, 19. My dramatic childhood friend. She's a commoner who was born a mage through Drakenjin's patronage. She was able to open up her own restaurant like she had always dreamed about. I should have done more to keep in contact with her after I left. I'm confused by this whole thing again. I'll have you know that my confections are not for the faint of heart. Or the faint of... She froze up. She recognized me immediately. Tyrion? I winced as I rubbed the back of my neck. For some reason. Hi, Rika. I knew it! I knew it was you! Do you have any idea how worried we've all been?
You two know each other?
Oh, Kingsmilk Collection.
Damn it, Brad. I turned it off.
You
Why?
You didn't turn it off, Dan.
Did? Why?
It's because you had to do that in Steam.
I did it in Steam.
Sorry. I don't believe you.
I did it in Steam.
It's not possible.
Google's a liar.
Google is a liar. Don't use the AI. Mosurika. This is my bodyguard, Celeste. Celeste, this is Mosurika. We kind of grew up together. She's actually a commoner mage like you.
You used to live here? But you had such a wish to leave.
You came here to eat, right? Let me bring you some of our best dishes on the house. No, we couldn't possibly. What a lovely icon for that person.
I know.
Don't be like that. Don't be like that. It's been years since I've seen you, and you know how good my cooking is. Ellipses. Okay, but only for a little bit. Also, a bit of a warning, Celeste is kind of a glutton. Her stomach is basically bottomless.
Hey,
Oh, I'll accept that challenge. Rika set a table for the three of us before calling over a waiter. I ordered the Eggs Benedict, and Rika ordered the French toast. Celeste ordered the omelette, ham skillet, shaved steak, breakfast wrap, a stack of pancakes, a stack of waffles, a chocolate crepe. And the avocado toast, because she wanted something light. Ellipses. I'm sorry, Rika. I'll pay for her food. This is nothing.
stop. She's going to eat into your bottom line.
My cafe has dealt with far greater foes than this.
Can I also get the Eggs Benedict and the French toast? Their food smells amazing.
I'll pay for her. Thank you.
I'm a lawyer.
A gem with a strange carving. Is it a curse? It's an attorney's runestone. It proves that I'm a certified attorney. It's fitted with artificery. I can use it to take pictures of evidence and crime scenes. I want one. You have to be an attorney to receive one.
Tyrion, you will use runestones for things other than practicing law.
Your bodyguard really eats a lot. Celeste looked up from her plate, making eye contact with the two of us. She paused for a moment before going back to her meals. She's really good at her job. She must have been burning all those calories somehow. I heard you've been fighting the nobility. Is that why you need her? You know about that? The papers won't stop talking about you. I couldn't believe it when I saw your picture in the Oranax post after all these years. I'm sorry. I'm just glad you're safe, Tyrion. Look at you. I never expected the Light Sworn Monarch to start wearing a suit.
Was he part of her will play stuff?
Yeah, most likely.
Light Swan Monarch. What's this Light Swan Monarch I keep hearing about?
It's something I used to call myself when I was a kid.
Wait, really? That's adorable.
It pales in comparison to the Ashen Lord of Oranax. But, just as I had expected from my apprentice, you're practically famous now. Not even the headmaster of the Imperial Academy could stand against you. I winced at being reminded of Redmond. I still didn't feel great about what happened. What's wrong? Theodore Redmond wasn't a bad person. He just made a really terrible mistake. I'm not happy about indicting him. Oh. Are you the owner of this cafe, Rika?
Wait. So if this is the place Valerie and Valentina are working,
Yeah.
doesn't this mean she knows Stillwind? wouldn't it?
Well, I don't
She
think it
says
is
she
this one.
knew. It might not be. We'll find out soon. But if it turns out to be this one,
Yeah,
then it would suggest that she knows Dilwyn somehow.
probably through
'Cause I
school,
think-
right?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, she's a commoner, but she's a mage.
And
That
probably
school
went
would
to-
have accepted her.
Yeah, with Redmond around.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that's quite likely. And Tyrion didn't go to the
School.
college.
No,
Yeah, because he was learning law. So
and
that's,
also doesn't have
yeah,
magic.
that lines up. Yeah, exactly.
You always dreamed of opening up one when we were kids. The source of my strength is the everlasting financial support of the Dragon Gin Trading Company. Its owner was rendered powerless when he tried confections. He had no choice but to fund my warpath.
Dracogen Trading Company. I don't think I've heard of them.
They're pretty small. They're only operating in Oranax right now. But I hear they're planning to expand their operations throughout Wyvengard. I'm surprised the Duke of Commerce is letting that slide.
Isn't he the guy who beat you in a chess tournament this morning? Oh.
No, you beat.
Oh, you beat. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say. Someone beat. I was like, someone beat Tyrion? That can't be right.
Hi, Ali. Welcome, welcome. Wait, that was you? House Von Sanctus is one of the Four Pillar families. They manage Mercantile operations throughout Wargengard.
So, House Dilwyn controls the military. House Von Sanctus controls business.
House Frege controls the banking houses and the exchange of currency. And House Sybil controls the judicial and legislative branches of our kingdom.
We haven't met any of them yet, but they're most relevant, really,
Yes.
to the profession.
Just got home from work. How are we doing? We're doing alright. We're doing alright.
Good.
Good to see that you're doing okay. Making sure that you relax after work. You've definitely earned it. It's been a long day, I'm sure, especially in this heat.
Oh my god, yeah.
It was so hot today that I decided that I 100% needed ice cream. It's not within my diet, but I just can't. It needs to be done.
Did you walk to a nearby shop to get it?
Yeah, I went to Lidl.
At least you exerted yourself to get it, you know?
Yeah, I can't wait to put on the 5 calories that I will immediately, gain.
City.
Is it just me, or does the city look a lot cleaner than before? Hey Leo, welcome. Hello Max, Dan. Max Dan, Dan Max, Max Abound. You need to make it our ship name, which is... Did we go with Dax, or did we go with Man?
Man.
Yeah. Man is our
Oh,
ship
nice.
name.
Anyway.
Oh right, the left. You left before all of those new merchants appeared. Also, is her hat the sorting hat? Is that why it's got the 2 little dots for her eyes in the mouth?
It looks very similar to one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It might just be an homage. I could imagine that. And it looks like a mouth with the red sash around it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well,
New merchants. Did they come from a merchants guild? Not exactly. The Dracogen Trading Company was one of the first merchants that came.
Evocation.
So she's like explosions and summoning
Yeah.
magic to
that's
damage
right.
things.
Hmm.
Is she the fucking Megami of this? Explosion! They bought some of the Arcane manufactories a few years ago. They transformed it into the heart of artificery production within Oranax. The other merchants felt the way of the wind and followed them here.
Being based in a port city would definitely give them an edge. And Ornax is one of the few trading hubs that sends and receives exports from the other kingdoms.
I looked at her, surprised.
Hey, I'm a businesswoman. I know about economics.
Their presence lit the flame in the heart, in the city's economy. They aren't owned by the nobility, and they pay their employees a lot more than the Von Sanctus does. It's really opened a lot of more opportunities for the people here.
Doubt the Duke appreciates the competition, though.
They're even talking about forming employee-run unions. Oh no, medieval unionization.
But Duke definitely won't appreciate that.
So, you still play chess? Yeah, I'm nationally ranked too. I heard that some upstart commoner defeated Von Sanctus at the tournament this morning. I should have known it was the light-sworn monarch. Upstart commoner? Hey, do you still do that thing when you play?
Yes, he does. Where he gets two absorbed. Is that right?
Yeah, or kill someone, I'm not sure.
No.
No?
What thing?
Nothing. She's not talking about anything. She's crazy.
Or does he... Or did he have a little bit of like a toony phase when he was playing chess?
Oh no.
No?
Yeah, I can see it. Wait, you're actually embarrassed about that? About it? When we were kids, you did it even more than I did.
What? What did he used to do?
Why don't you show her, Tyrion? I refuse.
Come on. Show us, Tyrion.
Nope.
I'm a lawyer. The thing.
Present these people.
Huh.
The scary lady. She's your mother now. She's my guardian, yes. Is she nice? Nice isn't the first word I'd use to describe Miss Timora, but she's always taken care of me. She taught me everything I know about being a defense attorney. Don't think I'd be the person I am today without her. That's good. I'm glad that she treats you well.
So she was a known entity, I guess, beforehand?
She's always been like an infamous person, right?
Yeah, that's true.
This table looks really well made. You like it? I commissioned a local carpenter to have my tables custom made.
It was probably worth it. They fit with the rustic vibe you got going here.
There was a shelf full of drinks, mugs, and sugar behind the restaurant counter. It must have been where Rika's employees prepared coffee to be served.
Brilliant.
Rika seemed to have decorated the entire cafe with several plants and flowers. The green added a fresh and earthy look to the restaurant.
Okay, Tyrion, stop stalling. What's the thing?
I think I'm a little too old for this. I am insulted that you think age has anything to do with it. You need to feed it, Tyrion, lest your radiant light be smothered in a flickering ember. Into a flickering ember, sorry.
Do it, Tyrion.
Yeah, do it, Tyrion. The two of them began chanting, drawing the attention of the other patrons in the campaign. Ellipses. I took in a deep breath. Those who stand in shadows, those who fear the light of divinity. Your Imperials will fall, and your armies will perish. Kneel and cower before the divine gaze of the Eye of Horus. I am Tyrion Cuthbert, Emperor of Light, and the sworn enemy of the darkness itself. Snickers. They are trying really hard to contain their laughter. Well, that's why I don't do it anymore.
No, that was great. It was really cool, Tyrion.
A poorly contained laugh puffed out between each word. And why are you laughing? You were just doing it a moment ago.
Yeah, but she owns it.
Ugh. You used to say something else. What was it? Oh yeah. It doesn't matter who stands in my way.
Man, king or god?
Yeah, that's it.
He still says that sometimes.
Ellipses. Well, it's been nice catching up with you, Rika. You've ruined my reputation and I'm fucking gonna die. But I think it's time for us to get going.
What? We just got here.
Ellipses. I'll let you go this time, light-sworn monarch. But, partaking of the food within my realm, you've fallen under its curse. Curse? You are now bound to my domain for eternity. I'm like a fae or some shit. But I'm a benevolent lord. For your only charge as my servant is to write to me at least once a fortnight.
How long is a fortnight again?
2 weeks.
That knowledge is very specialised, isn't it?
Yes. Economics? Yes. Times of the week? No.
The best place to hit you, to take you out?
Yes. The amount of planets in the solar system? No.
Nada. She's got the Sherlock Holmes
syndrome.
system down.
I'll stay in touch. Sorry, I'll stay in touch, Rika. You better. Don't just disappear like last time. You killed a man and then just left town. What?
Can we just go on standby for a moment?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Cool.
BRB, everyone. Right.
It won't be long.
Welcome back. Okay, so we
Okay.
left the cafe and made our way to the local merchant. The Merchant's Guild to rent a carriage. The city streets seemed a bit more crowded than before. There must have been some kind of event going on.
Hmm. Hey, Tyrion.
Yeah?
Um,
She fidgeted with her hands and seemed unable to make eye contact with me. She looked like she wanted to say something, but she couldn't find the right words.
never mind. It's nothing.
Okay. We made our way to the Merchants Guild in silence. With each step, we found the streets becoming more and more crowded. I really hoped this traffic wouldn't interfere with the ride home.
Hi, could we rent a carriage for travel to Waltham?
Sorry,
Sorry,
I'll go.
sorry, but travel outside the city is temporarily closed.
Why?
Haven't you heard? Still when soldiers have locked down the city. They set up a blockade and everything.
A chill ran up my spine, and then down it. What are you talking about?
Check the city gates if you don't believe me.
We arrived at the city gates. Like the man had said, and there was a division of knights blockading the exit to the city. There was an entire legion of them. Their flags bore the colours of the King's Guard.
What are they doing here?
The King's Guard was a military force that responded to matters of national importance. They worked directly under a Grand General Stillman. The townsfolk kept their distance, but several aristocrats were making their objections known. This is outrageous!
How long do you plan on keeping us here? Sorry, but orders are our orders. We can't let anyone outside the city until a investigation is complete.
Investigation? We should keep our distance. We wouldn't want to.
Oh, screw that.
Before I knew it, what was going on, Celeste marched towards the knight stationed there. Wait, Celeste!
At least tell us what's going on. Why is the entire city being blockaded?
Sorry, ma'am. We're not allowed to release that information. We just have to make other arrangements while we sort this out. Actually, I haven't seen you two around before. I'll need to take you down your names and occupations for our records.
What? Why?
It's fine, Celeste. We're better off just cooperating with them. Needed to avoid any kind of conflict with them. I'm Tyrion Cuthbert. I'm a defense attorney.
Fine. I'm Celeste McCoy, bodyguard.
Ellipses. Oh! He suddenly recognized us. Our reputation did more harm than good most of the time. I looked over to the other knights. They seemed to be taking notes on the people here too. They seem to be compiling a list of everyone in the city. But for what?
So do you think there's been a murder and they're trying to get to grips with who on earth? If there's only one exit to the city, then
There's a
all they have
terrorist
to do is...
plot.
Maybe. They have some intel that something bad's going to happen there soon.
Yeah, I mean, the one of the dukes is here, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Oh no, he's not dead, is he?
Oh no, surely not. It's been too short a duration, I think.
He shows up Literally after Cuthbert beats him and dies. What a terrible life this man has.
He got so distraught at losing chess.
Oh
He's
god.
got a blockade.
The King's Guard have set up a blockade and prevented anyone from traveling in or out of Oranax. They seem to be making note of everyone in the city. We have an important engagement tomorrow. What am I supposed to do now?
This can't possibly be illegal. The Minister of Justice will be hearing about this.
Nobles continued shouting at the knights. It was clear they wouldn't be budging anytime soon. As soon as the knights were finished speaking to us, I quickly backed away. Celeste followed closely behind me.
Tyrion, wait.
She said that, but it took very little effort for her to keep pace with me. My breathing was getting faster and my head was aching. Scaled Lord, it's happening again.
Oh, what? This... what? Are they gonna do like a purge here? You
Purge?
serious?
I mean, that would be interesting. Killing the whole town.
Surely not. It's
For
crazy,
insurrection.
right? But that's assumably what Tyrion thinks about to happen, right?
Yeah.
What?
It's exactly like what's been happening in the countryside, yep. Lucio Steelwind sent his men to keep the peace here.
Oh, so that's why you're so freaked out.
How are you so calm right now?
I'll probably win if they try to attack us.
Well, I'm not some super warrior who can fight a legion of knights by myself.
I'm literally your bodyguard, Tyrion. You don't have to be.
There's only so many people that you can kill, Celeste.
Tyrion, relax. They said they're just investigating something. There's no riots going on here, and we're in the heart of the Duke of Commerce's territory. Do you seriously think Von Sanctus would let another Pillar family march upon this this land, to kill his people?
Ellipses. She had a point, but this uneasiness wasn't going away.
They'll be fine. Let's just find a place to stay tonight and wait for all this to blow over.
Oh, my Sharon gun doesn't like this. We walked to a nearby tavern that looked exactly like yours, Celeste's, and found it absolutely crowded with patrons, unlike yours, Celeste.
Everyone else had the same idea.
Hey, welcome to Agwin Tavern. What can I do for you? Could we get 2 rooms for the night? Sorry, we're fully booked with the blockade and all.
Wait. Let me take care of this.
Celeste took out a large pouch of coins and dropped it on the innkeeper's desk. Ellipses. Well, would you look at that? One of the rooms just opened up. Only one? The entire city's on lockdown. Even with this gratitude, that's the best I can do for you.
Gratuity?
Yeah, gratuity, yeah.
Oh, well. Embarrassed to share a room with me, Tyrion?
No, I briefly glanced at the innkeeper and he chuckled at my reaction. Fine, let's just go. We walked into the room they had prepared for us. For some reason it had a 8-person table in it. There was only one bed. So, how should we...
Oh, I was just kidding before. You can have the bed. I'll just sleep on the floor.
What? I can't let you...
Please, we're both commoners. But you live a cushy life in the city. I'm a mercenary. I've lived on the road for years. I've slept by this plenty of times.
I couldn't argue against that, but I still felt uneasy. Alright, just let me know if you change your mind.
Yeah.
I let myself fall onto the bed. I started checking the room for anything suspicious, like that weird dark sort of corner in the room. I tried to relax, but Lucio Stillwind was in my hometown. I just took deep breaths. Celeste was right. The Grand General wasn't insane enough to try anything in the heart of Lloyd von Sanctus's territory. I really hoped that was true.
We had an arrangement. What are you doing?
I don't know. I guess I'm going back to my actual job.
You little rat. Do you think you can get away with crossing me? You've already come this far. You are far from them. We have no idea who these people are and if it's switching person.
Yeah.
Now get back to that office and activate the device.
Ellipses. I thought you wanted me to rob the place. What's so special about this thing? And why the office? How about I activate it right now?
Do not do that.
I knew it. There's something more to these jobs, ain't it? This ain't a robbery. We're just... you're using me for something else.
As if you ever cared. I know about your debts. You need me.
Ellipses. You know what? I'm done with this. I quit.
What do you think this is?
Wow.
You got cotton in your ears or something?
Oh,
wait,
sorry.
No, that's yours.
You got cotton in your ears or something? I said I quit. Consider this my registration.
Huh?
Resignation. Sorry, I'm not well spoken.
Wait, stop. What?
Damn it all. Violetta, get out of there now. I don't know why that tripped me up so much. It was a normal sentence. As the night went on, I found myself falling into a terrible nightmare where I was dreaming of two people arguing and like a cow or a car or a cat exploding. How long had I been walking through this forest? It had probably been days at this point. I was getting tired. But I had to get to Ratholm. Oh, sorry, Ratholm. Is it Ratholm? Ratholm.
Yeah.
I had to find Miss Timora again. I needed to find her. I needed her to teach me. I needed revenge. Revenge. I really needed some food. I'd already gone through all of the dried fish that I'd packed for the journey. The compass told me that I was still heading west, but I didn't realize how long it would take to get to Ratholm on foot. I suddenly heard the sound of a distant carriage coming from behind me. It wasn't long before the cart passed by. The carriage driver glanced at me before doing a double take and yanking at the reins.
Okay. What are you doing all the way out here?
He said nothing. I just stared blankly at him.
Are you okay? Where are your presidents?
They're gone? The man scratched his bald head. Jabba gabbaga. I need to go to Ratholm. I need to find Ruby Timora.
Wait, that criminal lawyer?
She's my family's lawyer. Both of them are criminals.
Oh, I'm going to be passing by Ratholm. You should probably come with me. We can get you to the Sea Watch. They'll probably know how to help a kid like you.
I wasn't interested in meeting more knights. But at this rate, I was going to starve. Without a word, I climbed into the back of his carriage.
Good Lord, suck yourself dead.
I was startled awake. My face was covered in sweat. It took me a while before I realized it had just been a nightmare. I rubbed my eyes. There were dried tears crusted into them. Damn it all. Celeste jumped into the bed with me. It was really too hot. It had been a long time since I had stopped having those nightmares. Being in this city was digging up memories that I had moved on from. All the more reason to leave as soon as possible.
I think it might be a good idea actually for them to not stay buried. There's probably something important in them, isn't there?
Yeah, can't really suppress your trauma, memories, and know things about yourself. Celeste, are you up?
Yeah. That's the first time we've seen that animation.
Yep. She's embarrassed. She'd been wistfully staring outside the tavern window, but her body twitched the moment I called out to her. Turns out she's really into Lucio. Are you okay?
Yeah. Just startled me.
He wasn't awake, was he? She's happy and sad? There was clearly something else. But she didn't seem keen on sharing. Do you know if the city is still on lockdown?
I haven't checked yet. I was waiting for you.
We arrived at the city gates. It was still being blocked by the King's Guard. If anything, it looked like they had doubled the number of knights here. I really didn't like where this was going.
Do you want to head to the cafe again?
Yeah, we'll just have to wait this out. Just as we turned around, we saw Rika running towards us from a block away. Tyrion! She broke out into a sprint, nearly tripping over it as she slipped on the wet city streets. She looked exhausted. Her clothes were drenched. She had been out in the rain for a while.
Okay. And the music, we know something's gone down.
Yep. Tyrion, it's terrible. There was an accident at the Arcane refinery last night. One of my friends who worked there fell into a vat of chemicals, and now he's the Joker. He's dead!
And a Joker, baby.
And the Joker, baby! I'll never stop being funny to me, it's so stupid. Oh, Rika, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do... The Duke is blaming the Drakengen Trading Company. He's trying to charge them, the owner, with criminal negligence. Negligees!
This is going to be quite an interesting case. If this is going to play out how they're sitting up here,
Yeah.
it's more of we're arguing over was health and safety correctly followed and stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be very, like...
That'll be interesting if that comes to case.
Gonna be on the nose.
It'll be like magical refinery, so it's probably like magical systems and ways they do things.
Yeah?
Okay, interesting.
Ellipses. As the lord of this region, it was my job. Well, no, it was the House von Sanctus's responsibility to carry out the law. But the Duke was obviously just taking this opportunity to attack one of his rivals. Tyrion, you're a famous lawyer, right? Can you help me? Or help them? Don't think I can. But what? But... Rika, I specialize in homicides, and most of my clients are mages who have been charged with murder. I've only done 2 cases. There isn't any magic involved in what happened. There isn't even a killer. That's not true. I saw it happen. I didn't see who did it, but I saw someone cast a spell at him. It pushed him into the vat. What? How sure are you about this? I don't know. It all happened really fast. Look at it. I took a deep breath. Even she didn't seem that sure what she saw. Do you know what kind of spell it was?
I kind of want a case where the means of the crime was like multiple spells together in a particular sequence where all of them enable each other in some way. Do you remember that case in the case of Golden Idol where it was like why were they after these anonymous objects? And it's like a way to turn into clouds, dream vapor or something like that. And it's like trying to like brainwash people, wasn't it, or something like that? So like make everyone have the same idea.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Yeah. I like that because there's like you have to work out a combination really of how they could be used in a creative way to do something.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of interested about to do that because judging by the fact she's saying she doesn't even know what she saw, you could have something like that.
Yeah, I mean, someone could be messing with her memories. It's not impossible.
Oh, that too. That's a good point. What kind of spell it was?
I don't know, but it was powerful enough to break everything around it. That definitely sounded too distinct. She must have seen something. Ellipses.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll head to the refinery and see what I can do. Really? But don't get your hopes up. I don't know. I don't have a lot of information to work with. That's fine. I'll let Dracogen know that you're on your way. This week was just getting worse by the minute. We made our way to Orinax's Arcane refinery. I'd always avoided the industrial district when I was a child, for obvious reasons. The Eye of Horus always showed me a miasma of exhaustion and hopelessness creeping over this part of town. Definitely felt less of that this time around. I'd gotten more used to dealing with my powers. Either that or the Orinax working conditions really had taken a turn for the better.
Wow. So this is an Arcane refinery.
No. I never really understood what they do here.
Those machines refine the arcane crystals that they use in artificery devices. Crystals like that can power anything from simple lights to advanced stuff like your runestone.
How do you know this?
I basically had to with all the extra reading I've been doing to learn how to fix your runestone.
Sorry, I can't sense magic like you can. She's here already?
Mr. Cuthbert?
As I arrived, we spotted Steelwind directing the knights as they investigated the crime scene. I'm surprised to see you all here. I thought what happened this morning was being considered an accident.
I should say the same to you.
Was Rika right? Did a mage really murder her friend? My friend is an associate of the Dracogen Trading Company. She asked me to take a look at what happened.
Right. I'd forgotten that Lloyd was charging Dracogen with criminal negligence.
Isn't that why
There's a
you're
murder
here?
charge somewhere as well. isn't
Yeah.
there? We're here because of another matter. Honestly, the death of Justin Wayne seems fairly straightforward. I'll be prosecuting the case, of course. I doubt there's anything to dispute there.
Well, if you're so confident, I guess you wouldn't mind answering my questions?
Why do I feel like you're about to make my job more difficult? By the way, I've realised that, when I do the ellipses,
Yeah.
just saying always seems to work perfectly for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's essentially what it's for.
Yeah.
Weren't you the one who said that the courts operate by having two balanced powers of opposition?
So you are going to defend him?
Oh. Wanted to say that I wasn't sure yet, but that would probably be a lie.
Very well. If there's something here I'm not seeing, I'd appreciate your perspective. I'll tell you what I know.
She probably hates going up against you. Ah, yes.
Nope.
Why is this place not glowing like the fucking 4th of July?
Well, it's probably inside of that's magic, right?
Yeah, but shut up.
Although but then we don't know. Would that actually have magical traces? Or is it only school of? Is it like a byproduct of humans using magic? Is a question as well.
I mean, not normally in like a D&D setting, but maybe they've done it for this one. It's a vat filled with chemicals that I can't quite identify. According to Celeste, the chemicals are used to refine and create arcane crystals. It's a power box. It contains artificial hardware, an arcane power cell. What? My brain.
The power cells.
It's connected to the chemical vats, so it must control some function of refinery. The fact that there's still so much technology in this fairly fantasy world really fucks with me, you know? It's a walkway that overlooks the refinery. It's a little concerning how close it is to the vats. But I suppose the guardrails should keep the employees safe when they're out there. Oh, you're probably right, Daniel. This whole thing is gonna have, like, random contingencies about, like, oh, well, you know, the player is gonna end up having to talk about...
But you know about the...
Oh. How do you know
sorry,
why the Kingsguard are blocking the city?
Oh, sorry, continue, Max. I was just too interested in providing that.
Yeah, sorry. I was just saying, like, they're gonna get us to do the whole rules of, like, what health and safety is, hence the mentioning of the guardrails and stuff like that.
Something dangerous was stolen from an Imperial ship this morning.
Eh?
We need to make sure it doesn't leave the city. That's all I can tell you for now.
Something was stolen from a ship.
That little sequence we had earlier, that's probably something to do with it, right?
Can you tell me more about what happened?
Sorry.
Sorry?
This morning, a factory worker named Justin Wayne was walking on the catwalk above us. When he put his weight over the guardrail, it broke apart. He unfortunately fell straight into a vat of corrosive chemicals.
It wasn't exactly a peaceful way to go, but at least he went head first.
One witness, Masurika Tudor, saw this happen and reported what she saw immediately. The workers quickly followed safety protocol and poured a concoction into the vat to neutralize its corrosive properties. But it was far too late. By the time they pulled him out, the only thing left of Justin's body was his bones and one of his personal effects. I have the autopsy report if you would like to take a closer look.
It was a dildo. It was inside him at the time.
Vat of dissolution. Wow, holy shit.
Is that what they call it? Okay.
Dissolution.
Scaled Lord.
If the chemicals were strong enough to dissolve his body, how did his personal effects survive? We're not sure. The item was a well-crafted ring, so it's possible it was made of a material resistant to dissolution.
Well, yeah, I mean, if it was made out of metal, right? Justin was wearing this ring at the time of his death. It somehow wasn't dissolved by the molten aetherite. Oh, okay, in the vat.
The workers' union had previously reported the damaged guardrail to the refinery owner. We're charging Stefrak Dracogen with criminal negligence for failing to repair it in a timely manner.
But Mosarika said that she saw a spell push Justin into the van.
That's what she told law enforcement too. But the evidence doesn't support that. There are no traces of magic anywhere near the guardrail, save for the magical chemicals in the vat. Okay, they do put off magical traces.
Well, I mean, it's only if it hit it, right? And if it hit him, then that means that it would have been on his body. But he lost all of his skin. Because, I mean, we saw that a stab wound can have magical traces, right? Or no?
Yeah, but I'm guessing maybe the idea is that if it was a like AoE explosion-y type thing, although once again we don't really have reliable narration on what happened. She's not 100% sure what she saw either. So yeah, there's kind of questions around that.
I mean, it could just be artificery, right? Like, artificery won't leave any magic. So it could have just been like a blast? Like a gun?
Oh, there we go. We didn't find any traces of evocation magic to suggest that the explosion spell pushed him. There weren't any traces of transmutation magic to suggest anyone weakened the guardrail.
See, that was one of my first thoughts, but yeah. It was possible Rika was in too much shock to remember what happened accurately, but it was still strange. I would need to talk to her again and get a more detailed description of what she saw this morning. What do you want to? What do you know about the Dracogen trading company?
I know that I've had to listen to the Duke of Commerce incessantly complain about them.
I'm guessing he doesn't get along with them.
Stephatic Dracogen's trading company is supposedly posing a threat to his holdings. Void also doesn't seem to approve of how he's been handling the workers' unions.
I'm sure he'd take issue with the simple fact that he allows them to exist.
It appears so. We've also received a lot of reports of tension rising between Mr. Dracogen and the unions. Many known dissidents have joined them as a way to indirectly fight back against the
Aristocracy.
Aristocracy. Yeah,
There you go.
there we go. This refinery's union head, Noah Morrison, has denied this, but reports tell a more honest story.
Wait, Mr. Morrison is the leader of the workers' union? Oh no, they're apparently, what's it called? Communists. There have been supposed tensions between the workers' union in Oranax and Stefanik Drakagen. The union head of the refinery workforce is Noah Morrison, the harbour master of Oranax Harbour, and a close family friend. Why have we got so many fucking family friends?
Close family. Oh, what? Ah, I see. Do you two know each other?
Something like that. Mr. Morrison was the harbour master of Oranax Harbour when I used to live here. He was a kind and generous man who used to watch me while my mother was working. They were fucking. I felt uneasy about talking to him after all these years, but I needed to warn him if he was getting himself involved with dissidents. Although it had been more than 10 years since I last seen him, he could very well be one of them. Do you know where Drakagen is? I'd like to talk to him about this directly. The old timer's been questioned by the King's Guard. They're making him, they're asking him about the robbery that occurred before the incident.
Sure, he'll be back later today.
Wait, the refinery was also robbed this morning? You mentioned you were here investigating another matter. Did something else happen this morning?
Over the last few months, there have been a string of suspicious robberies within Oranax. There are a criminal who calls himself the Mist-Weaving Phantom.
No. That style of naming sounds oddly familiar.
Ah, fuck.
It's our friend.
Ah, you absolute.
Lake.
Unless it's someone trying to frame her.
I doubt it.
The city is a hub for global trade, and several ships belonging to the trade companies have been robbed. These thefts were expertly executed. No one witnessed them, and they left no evidence behind. The few times when the Phantom did trigger an alarm, it was as if they disappeared into thin air.
I guess this Phantom lives up to their name.
What's most alarming is that an extremely dangerous shipment was stolen from an Imperial ship this morning.
What did they steal?
I'm sorry, but that is a matter of national security. I've already told you more than I should. It's not relevant to the case, so just leave that matter to my father and me. The King's Guard have completely blockaded the city to keep anyone from getting away.
So that's why they were blockading the city. Mist-Weaving Phantom. There is a thief who calls themselves the Mist-Weaving Phantom. They've been expertly robbing several merchant ships that were resting at Oranax Harbour. No one ever spots them. They never leave any evidence behind, hence the name. I'm kind of curious.
No, wait, isn't that entire bit of evidence a bit of a contradiction?
Why?
They call themselves the Mist-Weaving Phantom, no one ever spots them, and they never leave any evidence behind, which would include like a note saying, "Aha, I've robbed you," signed the Mist-Weaving Phantom. So there's no. It sounds like they've never left a letter behind. So it would be a thief who calls them that. It's what people have started calling them that, right?
I mean, yeah. I don't know if they would consider a calling card evidence, even though it should be.
I would. Yeah, 100% it should be. But, well, maybe there's more to this.
Once again, this might just have Phoenix logic, right, in which it just turns out that they're like, you know, they hand
Just
away
accept
some
that,
of the...
yes,
yeah.
somehow the name got round.
Yeah. A thief known as the Mistweaving Phantom stole a dangerous shipment from the Imperial ship this morning of the morning of Justin's death. The King's Guard have set up a blockade and prevented anyone from traveling in or out of Ornax. They seem to be making a note of everyone in the city. Wait, did you just say that your father was here? Why is Lucio Stillwind here? What is he planning?
Tyrion, you have every right to be concerned, but it's out of our hands. As I told you, the stolen shipment is a threat to national security. My father has taken it upon himself to search for it personally.
That's... No, I needed to calm down. Lucio Stillwind may have been a bloodthirsty monster in the countryside, but Ornax was a central trading hub in Wyvengard. If he started a bloodbath here, it could very well cause the kingdom's economy to grind to a halt. Even he wasn't insane enough to do something like that.
My father has the best mages in the kingdom searching for it. It's clear, however, that someone is using a powerful abjuration magic to mask its location. We'll just need to wait for this phantom to be apprehended. So they're assuming it is the phantom who did it.
Yeah. Either way,
But it might have been someone else using them as
a
cover.
Yeah. Either way, it seemed like something or other.
That was a thing I could learn now, so.
Either way, it seemed like I had learned everything I could now. It was time to move somewhere else. What do you know about this?
No, all good. Let's keep this one, please. I haven't been to the harbour yet. Interesting. Let's have a look here first.
It's raining.
Nope. And let's just talk to. Oh, do we need to talk? No. We talk enough. Oh.
Lord of the Radiant Flame, you've returned. Did you get a chance to talk to Mr. Trackagen?
He's a bit happy-go-lucky for a person who witnessed a guy fall into a vat of
I suppose it's
dissolution fluid. Yeah.
No, I was the one that pushed him. I just missed him, apparently. I did talk to the prosecutor, though. You mean Lady Stillwind?
She's not that bad once you get to know her.
Anyways, I learned a bit more about what happened, but I think your testimony doesn't really fit in with the reports. Can you tell me more about what you saw? Okay, I'll do whatever I can to help. I'm sorry I had to drag you into this. I didn't know who else to turn to. Don't worry about it. You've saved me more times than I can count. Wait, when did I save you? Did you forget how we met? I was getting harassed by some of the older kids by the harbor. One day, they tried to steal the allowance my mother gave me. You stepped in and stopped them. I remember those cretins now. They had no choice but to flee from the weight of my majesty. She basically knew how to scream in the most alarming way. It sounded like something between a rabid fox and a screeching baby. Yes, my battle cry alone was enough to end battles before they started. It drew the attention of law enforcement. They thought a monster had broken into the city. I think that's when I became your apprentice. We'd always go on adventures together through the city. Yes, and look how much you've grown. I'm glad I put, put you to the path to greatness. Oopsies. I really miss those days. Me too. After all this is over, let's go on another adventure. You should come with us, Celeste.
Yeah, I'm always up for an adventure.
She's thinking of like actually fighting fucking monsters and bears and shit, and this poor girl is like, I just was doing make-believe. Alright, let's get to work. You said you saw someone cast a spell that pushed Justin into the vats. Can you tell me exactly what you saw? I need every detail you can remember. It was kind of hard to see. It was on the ground level, and he was up on the catwalk. I think I saw him yelling at someone from up there. That's when I saw a flash of light. There was a short burst of magical energy that ripped the guardrail apart. Justin happened to be standing right next to the top of a nearby vat. He fell right into it. I told one of the workers what I saw, and they went to try and pull him out. I guess it was too late. Those chemicals have been really toxic. Weren't just toxic, they were strong enough to completely melt his body down his body. There's actually something else. I saw Justin drop something from his hands when he fell into the vat. After they pulled him out, I tried looking for it and cast Detect Magic. That's when I found this on the ground below the catwalk. So 6. A leather strap.
Is that part of a belt?
Yeah. It had a buckle on it, but nothing to connect it to.
Oh, yeah.
The numerals V1 were engraved on it. I was really confused as to what the purpose of this was. I saw a blue glow when I looked at it.
Oh, cyan? That's the colour of conjuration traces.
Justin was holding this leather strap before he fell into the vat of magical chemicals. It was V1, or VI, I guess, engraved at the end of it. Ow. It's covered in traces of conjuration magic. I tried to give it to the investigators, but they didn't think it was important. I guess that made sense. They were considering an accident, not a murder. You don't think he was the one that was the thief, right?
Actually,
Why were
you could
you
easily have someone else who's influenced by her who has decided on that.
Well, yeah, if supposedly he's a friend.
Who are you at the... But did you say that?
Yeah. You don't work there, do you? I was delivering Justin's breakfast. He always skips it. It really annoys me, so I started breaking some of my pastries over every morning. I'm trying to kill him with diabetes.
What? Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
So important that you ate it multiple times yesterday.
I have a high metabolism, okay?
Anyways, it's kind of isn't it kind of dangerous to let a civilian walk around a factory like that? I'm no ordinary civilian. No one there would dare to bar my visit to the refinery. which means that you don't usually visit the refinery. Yeah, I usually just meet Justin in the freight area. But he didn't show up that day, so I got worried and went looking around. The people who work these recognized me and let me in. That's when I saw him fall into the vat. So it was 100% a gun, right? Like it's definitely a gun.
That is the thing, isn't it? Yeah, a gun could do it.
Because
or some kind of
a blue flash requires magical refinery stuff and leaves no trace of magic. Like, it must be like an artificery gun. Which, I mean, makes it extremely, like, sense why the Steel Winds would be involved. Weapons like that just getting let out? Fucking hell. Did you recognize the spell Justin was hit by? I am a mage, but I've never seen a spell like that before.
Okay, yeah. Your guess is quite good. Yeah, 100% that. If it's something dangerous, and we're seeing a strange like spell, then it just kind of makes sense that it probably was caused by that unknown weapon.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm wondering if the ring wasn't even a ring. Maybe the...
You don't suppose... Oh, maybe it's a case of... Well, kind of what you were saying. So, do you think it's like all the magical processes happen in the weapon?
Yeah.
So all the traces would be in the weapon, and so just
well, we know that artificeries don't have magic attached to them, right? They replace magic.
From the robots, right?
Well, not just the robots, but the lights, right? The lights were artificery, the robots. So we're kind of getting an idea that artificery is a big contestant for like super important stuff. I mean, even our stone, like our runestone thing, wouldn't give off magic. So yeah, like I can see it being a very important item that was being transported for the military, and now that it's gotten out, they're like, shit, this is like dangerous, like super dangerous.
Do you think they might be trying to do you think they might have an inkling that that's what happened and it is the weapon, and they're just trying to cover up so knowledge of the weapon isn't revealed to the public?
Yeah, though I don't think I mean, he is in charge of commerce, but I doubt that he knows the Lord. But Lucio definitely does.
I feel like the Lord might be involved somehow.
I mean, he might.
Like, he has a direct motive.
I just feel like
Lucio... he doesn't have to. I don't think he's the murderer, but I definitely think he stirred the pot somehow.
Maybe. I'm just wondering if this is something that Lucio is. So the gun might have been something that Lucio was getting imported from some of the other like one of the other countries, or we don't know if there's anybody trying to commit a coup, right? Because if you just armed your military with a load of guns that no one's like been able to deal with, that work very similar to magic. You could just give it to any normie and just bang, evens the playing field. It happened instantly, and it didn't look like an explosion or anything.
Oh.
Might have looked more like an expanding prism. A fucking laser gun?
I suppose it's like it could also be like a shield around someone.
A shield around someone?
Expanding prism, so like... I don't know, maybe expanding from the person?
I'd imagine it would expand from a source, right? Because a prism is like a long shape.
Oh, like that. Oh, yes, yeah.
Like a triangular prism is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I see, yeah.
Oh, wait, wrong prism.
A prism?
Does that match any spells that you're familiar with?
I specialize in transmutation spells, but any of the spells I know that create cube wouldn't expand it instantly like that.
problem is that the Inquisition didn't find any traces of magic on the walkway. I couldn't find it couldn't have been an evocation spell or transmutation spell. Osirika Tudor was delivering Justin's breakfast to him, but she couldn't find him in the freight area. She went looking for him and spotted him on the catwalk within the refinery. She saw Justin get blasted with some sort of spell that looked like the shape of an expanding prism. This spell destroyed the guardrail and the of the catwalk and pushed Justin into the van.
Are you just about to say she was just in time?
She was just in time, like the movie with Justin Timberlake.
I actually wanted to ask you about that. Why would an explosive evocation spell leave traces of magic? Magical traces are only left on objects they are targeting. Sound like a fireball spell isn't technically targeting anything.
What? Is that a thing now? But
Wait a minute.
wait.
No, they're going to expand on it. No.
That's correct, but every evocation spell produces some kind of residue. Fuck. In the case of a fireball, its magical traces would be left on whatever it had burned or melted.
Yeah.
How does she not know that? If someone used an evocation spell powerful enough to rip through the guardrail apart, they would have found traces of evocation there. But wow, I never knew how technical these things were. We're lucky they are, otherwise I'd have a lot less evidence to work with. If what you're saying is true, was I wrong about what I saw? Wouldn't say that. Been doing this long enough to know that there's always an explanation for oddities like this. If what Rika saw was accurate, what kind of spell was Justin hit by? It was strong enough to rip the guardrails apart, but it didn't leave any traces. It must have been a fucking railgun. Either way, I've learned everything I could from her. It was time to move somewhere else. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be like a fucking Gauss rifle. Like, this is what
it's the first time in a harbor.
It had been a long time since I'd been to the Oronax harbor. The ocean breeze and the smell of seawater was unmistakable, and it's fucking raining, so it was wet. The city had clearly changed a lot over the years, but at least one thing had stayed the same. I remembered when I'd sit by the docks, bored out of my mind while my mother read people's fortunes on the boardwalk. I hated it. I had never had anything to do or anyone to play with. I'd give anything to get those days back.
You okay?
I can't believe our mother used these eyes to fucking fake fortune telling. Ugh. Yeah, we should get going.
Are you sure? We can stay a bit longer if you want.
It sounded tempting, but I knew it wouldn't be long before I started remembering everything else that happened.
Sometimes it's good to take a rest, and...
Celeste, I'm fine. The tone of my voice turned a lot sharper than I had meant it to. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Hey, who's this?
I'd heard from Rika, but I still can't believe it.
Oh my god.
It's really you, isn't it?
Mr. Morrison? Harbour Master, age 64. Harbour Master of Oronax. He was friends with my mother before she was killed. He would always watch over me whenever my mother was busy with her job as a merchant. He taught me how to fish.
Good to see you, boy. Look how much you've grown.
Hi. I drew in a sharp breath. The guilt over how I'd left the city was clawing at me. I'm sorry I never kept in touch.
I'm just glad to see you're safe. Some of the lads were sure you died in the woods. Colour us surprised when we saw you in a newspaper taking on some noble in the countryside.
Actually, since I have you here, I'm investigating the death of Justin Wayne.
Oh, you heard about that. It's a terrible thing that happened to him.
Can I ask you some questions about the Dracogen Trading Company?
Of course.
Glad to see you're doing okay, Mr. Morrison.
Things really have turned around since you were last here.
It was a little difficult to take in sometimes. So much has changed.
I know it's a little tough to trust sometimes, but change can be good. It's all really new. I feel like the city is in good hands.
That's good to hear.
You're okay, aren't you? Things weren't exactly,
He was really trying to choose his next words carefully. I'm okay. Apparently everyone's seen as much as in the papers lately.
Right. I guess you're a defense who saves mages.
Is he doing this because of what happened to his mum? What?
I know all that happened a long time ago, but it's okay if you're still not okay. Okay?
It sounded like he was clumsily stumbling around his words.
You're probably all settled down in the capital. I hear there are some good support groups there.
I'm okay, thank you, Mr. Morrison.
Right, of course. So this is just like, what the fuck is going on? It's just something I don't know. That's 100% something you don't know, Celeste. I'm guessing his mum died and he ran away from the city.
Yes, yeah.
Which is what that scene was we had in the dream sequence, right?
Yeah, us
But wasn't that
to...
in the direction of this place anyway?
No, he was heading
Oh, was
to
it in the direction of the
Rathol.
capital?
Yeah, Rathol.
It was. I forgot which way it was.
I heard that you're leading one of the workers' unions in Oranax.
Yeah, so you heard about that. I didn't trust it at first, but Dracogen's idea really took off. Finally having a say in things has been great for the workers in the city.
Wait, the workers' union were Stefanik Dracogen's idea?
Yeah, I was just as confused as you were. I had no idea what he was trying to do, but I wasn't going to look at a gift horse in the mouth.
That must be bittersweet considering how hostile things have gone between you two.
What?
I heard about it from the prosecutor. I know about the tensions between the unions and Dracogen.
This again? I said something like that too. The things I've never met between Stefanik and us.
No, they're trying to cause distance. They're trying to push the blame on the unions to take out two people in one go. The prosecutor said they received several reports of hostility between you two.
This is the first time I'm hearing of this.
You seem sincerely confused. What's going on?
You sent those reports anyway. Surely not any of the union members.
I'm not sure, but from what she said, these reports came from numerous sources.
The prosecutors are still Wayne, ain't she? Are you really sure you can trust what she says? She's not the type of person who'd lie about something like this.
If you say so.
If you say so.
Oh wait, yeah, shit, sorry. Well, all those reports Were all those reports wrong, or was Mr. Morrison lying?
I don't think Stillwind's lying. I think it's the reports that are lying.
Oh yeah, I mean, how is that not obvious? I mean,
Hmm.
it was most likely, what's his face? The Lord.
Head of commerce, yeah.
I mean, he's the one that has the most to gain from it. There have been supposed tension between the Workers' Union in Oranax and Stefanik Drakigen. However, this has been denied by the union head of the refinery workforce, Owen Morrison. Owen Morrison is the harbour master of Oranax Harbour and a close friend, family friend.
The more I hear about that story, the less it makes sense. I talked to the man who inspected that guardrail. He said that it was only dented. It should have never broken like they keep saying it.
So more exaggerated, like, context as well. So was Rika right then? Did someone break the guardrail apart using magic? But if that was true, why weren't there any magical traces there? I heard there's been a string of robberies happening throughout the city, throughout the town. They said that Drakigen's office was hit before the accident at the refinery.
The phantom that hit the refinery? It's been a real headache, that one.
The Inquisition seems to suspect that one of the members of the Union is this mist-weaving phantom.
What? That's a load of bullets.
It made sense when I heard about the tensions between Drakigen and the Unions, but if that were true, if that's not true...
It can't have been someone from the Unions. Our offices have been hit the most.
Wait, what could a thief possibly steal from a Union office?
That's the strangest thing. The phantom broke in. What I took was some documents. We were wary of the Duke and the other nobles, so we had some advanced security systems installed at each of our offices.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it didn't matter, and this thief just slipped right past them.
What kind of documents did they take?
Things with lists of our members, our budget, minutes of our meetings with employees in the city. Well, that can't be for anything good.
Do you mind going to our evidence for a moment? Can we go to people?
Yes.
Can you go to the Duke?
Oh, I see him. Oh boy.
Abjuration. Not exactly thief material. I was just thinking that he might have something that allows him to just bypass, like a magic that allows him to just get past things. Because this sounds like something that the Duke would want to know, right? His competitors and their locations and who's involved.
Small thing. We haven't really been hinted at it, but well, I kind of feel like it. But then it might just be her nature.
What is it?
I feel like if you like someone enough to make them sandwiches and take it to their workplace, I feel like you might be a couple.
She might have had a crush, yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't really...
That implies that the Phantom is stealing more than just valuables. What are they trying to accomplish? There is a thief who calls themselves the Mist-Weaving Phantom. They've been expertly robbing several merchant ships that have been resting at the Oranax Harbour. They've also been breaking into the magically secured offices of the Workers' Union and stealing administrative documents. No one ever spots them, and they never leave any evidence behind, hence the name. So, okay.
It's still good.
It's still most likely going to be him then, but he's a plant, right? And she likes him. But she didn't know that he was a traitor to the Union.
Think he was the... Well, you think he's the Mist-Weaving Phantom then?
Yes, because if he's using the same kind of name as what she would set up, like it
Yeah,
makes
so
sense
that's
that
it.
he's still the criminal, but was working for the Duke and like stealing information for him.
And then
Hence why he was able to get past all of the fancy security and stuff and no one seeing him. It's always been someone who's technically working for them.
And I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
An inside job, you could say. What
Hmm.
was going on? The more I learned, the more about this misweaving phantom, the more their motives became unclear. Mr. Morrison, Stillwind, told us that several ships were robbed in port. Do you know which ones?
Give me a second. I've been making some notes on the shipping reports right there. Here. Oh, here we go.
Very interesting. New Astralis Terremus Vigilari.
Was the unknown item the restricted one?
Yes. So
Yeah,
Von Sanctus
makes sense.
Industries, unknown. Von Sanctus Industries, 300 tons of arcane constructs, 30 tons of bronze, Prem
Take the
textiles, 5 tons of fine linens and silk. Von Sanctus's Industry, 50 kilograms of exotic jewels. Yeah, so Aether Guard.
That's a shame. I was going to say maybe they all have to be metal, but then exotic jewels aren't metal. Never mind.
Exotic jewels, bronze, and then
I was thinking like. What's good? Okay, so regardless of where it's from, it'll still get pilfered.
Yes.
It's all Von Sanctus Industries stuff.
Well, primarily. Oh no, yeah, it has only been Von Sanctus Industries stuff stolen.
Wow, they even hit Von Sanctus? It's not on the report, but they even hit my house. Who is this guy?
It's difficult to see what the stolen items have in common.
Do you think they chose targets to intentionally mislead anyone who tried to figure them out?
Honestly, that's very likely. Whoever they are, they might be after more than just gold. Why are the items from Aetherguard's shipment marked as unknown?
No, that. I think the ship was owned by a pretty high-profile noble. Yeah, shit. By a pretty high-profile noble. He said his name was Asta?
Met him?
Yeah, pretty nice bloke, that one. Nothing like old Lloyd. Other his retainers were causing a fuss when they realised that their ship had been robbed. It sounded like something really valuable was stolen from it. Do you think that's the Imperial ship that Arya mentioned?
Maybe. He seemed to be really secretive about what was stolen. It also looks like the Duke was supposed to receive whatever was on the ship. He might be able to tell us more about what was stolen.
Do you seriously think he'll talk to us? We kind of intentionally set him off the last time we saw him.
You're right. We might have more luck trying to find this Aster.
He didn't seem to pay much mind to what happened. He even paid me to show him around town.
Oh,
We actually entered the refinery when the accident happened.
what? Why didn't you start with that, Mr. Morrison?
Oh, you never asked.
Well, did you see the accident?
No, my knee was acting up, so I was taking a sit down in the yard outside. But I think he saw something. He gave a statement to those knights when they showed up.
Still would never mention that.
Is she hiding another witness from us? That girl seemed pretty jumpy around him too. She could barely hold a conversation with him. Oh wow, I've never seen her like that before.
Whoever this Aster was, it sounded like I'd need to talk to him.
That's
need to
not
have a talk
current
with him.
friends, right?
Yes, it most likely is.
You think it is?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Something tells me it is, lad. Something tells me it is. I think... Oh, no, sorry. I think I actually learned more than I thought I would. Just about...
It's time to do something else. Is any...
I'm very confused as to what this belt is.
No. Bad information. I was trying to see if I could ask him why. No. Have you had a chance to go to Monzrika's cafe?
Yes, actually. That's how we ran into her.
She's always making pastries, that girl. I'm glad she's able to live off it for now.
Does she still make you those pastries from when we were kids?
The ones made shaped like fish. Still brings me those every week.
What are those called again, Dan? The Japanese
Cakes.
ones?
Oh, teriyaki? No.
No, that's the sauce, isn't it?
Yeah, that is the sauce. Right.
Teppanyaki or something?
No.
Or is that the pancakes? No, that's okonomiyaki.
I can't remember what this moment.
You just had
okay.
your Japanese lesson too. Can't believe it.
Stop it. Sound square? Nope. I should refinery and see if we can talk to Stillwind about Aster.
Yeah. We arrived back at the refinery. The Inquisition was still sweeping the factory ground, but Stillwind seemed to have left. Shit. As we entered the factory, I spotted a large, unfamiliar figure. Ah! He was old in his years, but his build carried the strength of someone who hadn't spent his life sitting idly.
Is this the...
I could see a powerful yet steady temperament in his eyes. His posture carried the shrewdness of a clever businessman. The refinery employees who were still present were deferring to him. He must have been the owner of the Dracogen Trading Company. So this is, Stefanik. The old master, 70 years old. The merchant owner of the Dracogen Trading Company. He's an investor who has helped many commoners start their business in Oranax. He seemed to care deeply about workers' rights and enforces that ideology in his business. As we approached, he quickly noticed us and began waving us over. Hello there. It must be the famous attorney, Mr. Tudor, as Miss Tudor spoke of. I am. I take it that you're the guildmaster of the Dracogen Trading Company? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I really appreciate you lending your aid in this matter. I already told Rika this, but I've never tried a case like this before. Honestly, I honestly don't know how much help I'll be. Well, there isn't a single attorney in Oranax that will represent me. So I'd appreciate having you as my attorney, especially with the trial in only a few hours. What? I thought it was strange too, but the Duke must have been pulling some strings. The court usually only rush cases to trial when they involve magic. There was supposedly no magic involved in what happened. Did the prosecution know something I didn't?
Okay, they want this to be an open and shut case so they can properly investigate the weapons stuff without
Yes.
eyes on it.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. I guess it didn't matter. I would just have to do what I could. Okay, if your trial is coming up, we'll need to move quickly. Can I ask you some questions about what happened, Dracogen? There's clearly something more going on with this case. Of course. Rika mentioned that Justin was an employee of yours. Could you tell us more about him? What was he like when he was working here? Yes, I hired him just a few months ago. It's a shame what happened to him, at such a young age too. Was he a good employee? He was a hard worker, but he was a bit rough around the edges when he first started. He wasn't great at following the rules at first, but he was good with his hands. I wasn't sure what to make of him at first, but Miss Tudor practically begged me to hire him. They were dating. They were dating. That did sound like her. She always had a habit of getting involved in her friend's business. He was a good man. All he needed was some structure and direction in life. After only a few weeks of working with him, working for me, he was following the rules more than anyone else did. Which only makes me more confused as to why he was up there.
Is that all on? You aren't meant to use the walkway unless, well, I guess there's a particular supervised or maybe clips in or something like that. I don't know.
I doubt it. They've got like the different parts. So.
No.
Oh, I didn't even get to read that one.
Oh, sorry. Whoops.
Earlier you mentioned that Justin wasn't supposed to be on the catwalk. What did you mean by that?
It was trying his stuff. It was trying his stuff.
Well, Justin worked in an entirely different department.
Oh.
He was part of a team that managed packaging and freight. He had no business being inside the refinery building, much less on the catwalk.
Okay.
Was he the type of person to wander around places that he wasn't supposed to? We had a few issues like that when he started a few months ago. But, like I said before, he always followed my rules when he was working today. It all just makes this whole situation that much more confusing. My contractors assured me that the damage to the guardrail was nothing to worry about. From what Rika said, someone used a spell to break the guardrail apart. If that's true, I doubt Justin's death was your fault. Oh, sorry. We're trying to wonder what's on his back. Or is that his shoulders?
Big bag, I think. I think it's a big bag, I think.
I heard that the mist-weaving phantom hit the refinery this morning.
Yes, big bag.
A bigos baggers. Which part of the refinery did they break into? And what did they steal? That's the strangest thing. The thief broke into my office and cracked my magically locked safe. The safe combination, my business records, and the safe contained my business records and several gold coins I kept on hand. I stole the records but left the gold.
Why would they leave it after going so much trouble to break in?
What is the phantom actually after?
It's a bit strange. wouldn't you still take the gold just so that you keep your cover on what you actually were trying to get? You know.
Depends on how smart you are.
Hmm.
Your answer is as good as mine. Was the location that Justin fell from close to your office? Yes, my office is positioned there to overlook the refinery. Okay, yeah.
So it is lining up to him.
Interesting. Do you think that maybe instead of being the one that was the thief, he caught the thief? I doubt
Oh,
it.
that's possible too. But then that dialogue we heard at the beginning, like on the second night, probably leans us more towards what you said about him being
The thief?
Yeah, but then he said, "You didn't tell me this is what this is. I don't want any part of this anymore." And he gets pushed into the vat. Or
Well,
something.
we heard them round, didn't we? Like the cat sound, and then suddenly
Oh, that's true.
which I'm assuming is just the laser or whatever it was.
Yeah, probably.
I'm confused though now. So, who had the gun in that scenario? How's your relationship with the local workers' union? I'd certainly hope they're good. We've had our disagreements, of course, but nothing we couldn't work out through discussion. Working in a refinery isn't without its risks, and people want to properly compensate that. Let's hope we can put this accident behind us and take more precautions in future. He seems to genuinely care, but it honestly sounded too good to be true. Merchants tended to be more emotionally guided. Naturally came with the occupation. Didn't see any thoughts through the eye of Horus. What were they really thinking? I have to ask, why would you propose the formation of the workers' union in the first place? With all due respect, I think someone in your position would have every reason to stop that from happening. But I don't blame you for thinking that. I'm sure many other merchants in this kingdom would agree with you. That's exactly why I proposed it to Noah. I've seen how this kingdom treats those at the bottom of the society. Those without are treated like tools, worked by their employers until they break and need to be replaced. But tell me, Mr. Cuthbert, do you own any appliances made by Von Sanctus's industry? I have a Von Sanctus brand oven.
I mean, the one that keeps breaking down?
That's exactly the problem. The Duke's employees are overworked and they naturally can't do their job properly. Quality control is non-existent, but it's all about doing the bare minimum required to turn a profit with him. I'm not one to brag, but my products have been touted to be far more reliable than Von Sanctus's. It's a simple thing, really. When you keep your employees happy, they perform better, and that pays itself forward. I created the first workers' union for Noah to allow workers to better advocate for themselves. I'm glad to see it set a precedent for the employees of the other companies to do the same. I guess I see his logic there. With Von Sanctus's products, Von Sanctus's products were poorly made, which only made those reports of tension between them all more strange. There's something strange going on with this case.
Yeah, especially with this misdreaving phantom.
There's that. But
oh boy, here we go.
There's something else that's also stood out to me.
It's time.
After personally talking to Mr. Morrison and Stefanik Drekingen, one thing is clear. There are
no tensions
between Yeah, it's the
And
thing.
for unions.
There are no tensions between Drekagem and the unions. They had very little reason to lie to me, and even if they had, their statements wouldn't have matched so closely.
But what about those reports Stillman talked about? They didn't just say things were bad between them. They said they were hostile to each other.
I think those reports might actually be related to the Phantom.
What? How? It was mostly getting reports.
Yeah.
But,
don't know.
yeah.
I don't
Sorry,
know
continue.
for what reason, but the Phantom isn't just looking to steal items of monetary value. Yeah, the Mistweaving Phantom steals
What if
values documents as much as
values
valuables, I guess.
Or more than? That's fine. That's much.
Costa Rica's food. The serial robbers seem to value records and documents, specifically those relating to the Workers' Union and the Dracogin Trading Company. It's not concrete, but we connect their actions to Stillman's report. Something becomes suspect.
But on whether robber being used to file false reports.
Yeah, there we go.
Hmm.
Wherever the Mistweaving Phantom is, the documents they stole are being used to file these false reports.
Why would they do that though?
I don't even know how that would work. It can't.
You could line things up and muddy the water. You could change the context of, like, if you found meeting minutes, you could manipulate kind of
How it's perceived.
Yeah, kind
Like
of.
if
You
it was
can
like disagreements
like,
that blowing
'cause-
it out of proportion.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah. As I said, like there have been disagreements, but nothing we can't, work through.
Yeah.
So all you need is those minute meetings and show the bits in their process of being worked through.
Yeah, like literally the highlights of look at them arguing. They have no agreements between them. Can't be for anything good.
Makes sense.
They're not just a common thug looking to make it some easy money. They're working towards something. Something that's already affecting the political climate of Oronens. I could feel my hand clenching into a fist. Whoever was filing these false reports was putting everyone in the city in danger. If this continues, Lucio Stillman might not leave when they find the shipment. He'd continue this bloodthirsty crusade here. I'm gonna find them. When I do, I'm gonna wring the truth out of them. Oh no. It's Eris. Eris fucking with us. There's only one person who can tell us more about what's happening in Oronens. Lloyd von Sanctus himself.
Okay. Do you really think he's going to help you, though?
Don't have a choice. We'll have to see what we can get out. What we can get out of him. And if that didn't work, I'd just grab the information I needed out from his mind. The Duke's Manor is in the upper district, west of here. But I'd be careful if I were you. The Duke of the Pillar family is not someone to be trifled with. And I love trifle. That's never stopped me before. Yeah, clearly. Either way, it seemed like I had learned everything I could for now. It was time to move somewhere else. And thus, we call it there for tonight.
Yeah, cool. Yep, we're both the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you
Imagine-
everybody for watching. I'll go. What were you going to say?
I imagine that will transition perfectly onto, the court case after we've confronted him.
Oh yeah. We're going to get some,
We
interesting...
might have a... was going to say we might have a duel against him
Yeah, probably.
with all the evidence we've gathered so far.
Yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Hopefully, if you want to watch more, you can join us next time. And we'll see you all then. Goodbye.
Good boy.